I think that's the way that I want to go with this. So there we go. That's our final design for the UFO 360C, our brand new cleaner robot, and hopefully one that is going to be rather successful for us on the open market. Alright guys, hello and welcome back to yet another episode of Good Company Freeplay with me, Spacefish. Now as you guys remember, in the last episode we finally solved this huge big conveyor spaghetti mess, which I'm honestly quite happy about, and I have actually seen in the dev announcements that there is going to be a new version of conveyor belts which is going to allow me to make overpasses so that I can like have an overpass here and then just walk under it and I wouldn't have to worry about that door anymore, which I think is going to be pretty big, and I'm definitely looking forward to that. Also, if you guys remember in the last episode, there was like no key that I could use, like no WASD to actually hotkey myself back onto the player and I actually restarted the game. Now, would you look at this? Same thing right here, right? But if you look right here, that's something the devs let me know, so thank you very much for that, Mark, if you're watching this. Thanks a lot for that insight. If you tab, you're right back where you started off. So, great little thing to know right there, I think. Never actually knew that. I was always just 100% used to be able to get back to my character with WASD, but, well, in that case, that was not quite the case, and, well, finally now found the way how to handle that. But with that said, let's get back to business. Let's get back to actually handling all the things that we need, and let's potentially get back to outsourcing this production over here, right here. And I'm not 100% sure if I do 100% want to do it this market phase, or if I would want to wait for the next one. Because if you guys can see right here, we're at 93 out of 120 days, and we're at 11 sales a week, which I think if we would perfectly optimize everything in this production chain, we would probably be able to make 14 a week. So I'm currently contemplating whether we don't want to wait for a bit, and I think we will, till that new market phase hits us, because I think at that point it would be a very, very good idea to actually introduce a new iteration of the cleaner bot, looking at that we only have a base market appeal of 3.2 right now, and even with all this discount, we can only sell 11 of these a week. I think that should probably be the case, and we should probably tackle that then. So maybe, look at these total revenues. That's actually super interesting. Nearly going to overtake the poker computer. But with that said, let me go back to what I was going to say. I think that should be probably the way that we want to tackle that. So I think let's have the time run at normal speeds again, and maybe just check out how all of our new stuff is working out, all the optimizations and everything. I hope they are going just fine. Also, what I'm just noticing right here is that we apparently still have a few electronic parts sat on this conveyor right here, which is definitely not due to the inputs. So it must be due to us placing stuff on there in the previous iteration of that. So I'm going to pick these electronic parts up, and I think I'm just going to place them on the conveyor here myself if I can. I don't think I actually can until that starts moving again. Interesting. Are you guys maybe in some need of electronic parts? Yes, you are. Oh, not that many though. Well, too late now. Whatever. Okay, you've got a lot of electronic parts right there. I have hopefully somewhat cleaned up this clog a little bit better. Let me take that stuff here as well. And stack that. Stack this. Take that. And there we go. That's all the electronic parts off of that conveyor. And that should hopefully run somewhat buttery smooth again. Now, these things are not that full. We can just stash a lot more into that, I think, so that should be good for a while longer, and then maybe we can find some other place to just put the remaining electronics parts, such as here, or maybe like here? A few of them. Oh yeah, no, all of them actually. Okay, cool. So that's all that stuff covered then. And everything kind of taken off the conveyor right there. So, let me then check out how all the other things are going. We only have potential sales of 10 a week with our pocket computer. That's actually not too great, is it? We should be making more than that now. We are at 4, 8, 10, 13, 14. Yeah. Probably want to deepen the discount on that a bit then. I'm going to push it all the way to 12, I think. So 20 works. Does 19 work? No, 20. Okay, 20 is the discount we want then. And that's going to give us at least 12 a week, which, looking at these numbers now, we currently have 15. So we're probably actually making more than that even. Wait. You're not able to stash it? Oh, wow. Okay, so let me up that all the way. Probably had some old Pocket PCs left on there still. But that's actually pretty crazy. Maybe we want to be able to sell 14 a week then, which would mean... Wait a second. That was a phase progression? I mean, the indicator doesn't show me a phase progression right here just yet. Oh god, okay. I'm not sure about this market phase, not gonna lie. It's a bit messy, that, isn't it? It's kind of hard to keep track of what is actually still waiting for a new market phase and what isn't. I'm pretty sure that we're still waiting for a new market phase here, so I don't think I want to go for that just yet. Also, potential sales of the week are 16 for the calculator, which is pretty good, I'll have to say. But yeah, I think we're probably gonna wait and see, and hopefully find out that there is going to be another market phase. We are overproducing by a bit, I'll have to say. 22k profit, by the way, just by deepening those discounts a bit. I think that helped out a little. So yeah, I really am not sure. You guys are missing batteries, apparently, are you? Ooh. Crazy. Yeah, I think we've got a lot of battery stacks utilized in that production. I wasn't aware that was kind of that bad for usage, though. Let me see. How are we doing here? Oh, is this shelf maybe potentially just filling up too quickly? Also not quite sure why I only have a small shelving rack right here, to be honest. No, it's not filling up too quickly, though. I could have fit a medium one here, just wanted to say that, but it looks to be kind of fine. So let's maybe just see how that develops a bit more long term. We also have a bunch of battery stacks right there, so maybe we could actually just feed those into there. I'm not really quite sure how the frequency of this stuff is going, and whoa, Nelly. Oh, okay, so two bigger problems. Weekly profit going down, and we have a lot of, whoops, see? Just knocking all the things over right now. We've got a lot of research points here right now, though we've apparently not used for anything. So we probably want to start doing that. Let me find out what we want to do. I've got this cleaner bots, obviously, but give me 1 second, guys. Alright, and back I am. Sorry, just another one of these weird itches in my throat. Really not quite sure what was up with that, but back to what I was initially trying to say. So, we've kind of prepared sort of nicely, I think, for the cleaner bots, because, like, from what I remember from the campaign, like, compartments is one of the major things that we will want for those in the future, and we've already researched those. Bot chassis, great that we have that already. I'm not sure we're actually using that yet. I don't think so. So that's interesting, and we could definitely go like get a plastic bot chassis and like other things as well. But I think it shouldn't be the main priority. I think what we should mainly focus on now, potentially, is going to be this radio link stuff. Not even like brightness sensors and stuff. I'm not even sure what those are going to be used for, to be honest. And like reinforcements and optimizing circuits. This, for example, looks like it's going to lower the negatives, so like lower sound and stuff, I think. So that's what these are for. Probably reinforcements are kind of going that way too. But like... yeah, fan cooler, same thing probably. So that's kind of just, okay, interesting. I don't think we need those quite yet, though. What I want very much, though, is going to be an AM radio link. Because as far as I'm aware, we are going to need that for like delivery drones, camera drones, whatever the case may be that we will end up getting whenever this, whenever this whole research ends up giving us another product, which I think is still going to take a long while, because, right now we only have one research worker, so she's gonna need some time to research away at that. Other than that, though, only 16k last week. I'm really intrigued by what course that... Oh, okay. So we want to be looking at that now. What are you guys missing so badly? Oh, cases. Okay. How's that the case? Ha! Okay, I've got an exclamation mark, so that's not a great start. No, I mean, that should be fine. That's just the old interface in there still, isn't it? How are we missing cases now? Can anybody explain? And also, why do I have an exclamation mark here for the small DC motors? Yeah, I know. I mean, that makes sense too. I need to clear these things up, don't I? What's that then? Jeez. Why is there gears in here? Well, we don't apparently use gears anywhere close to that. Not quite sure about that one either. Okay, I'm not really sure how I managed to get this stuff this messy, to be honest. Maybe that was just something that I used for a specific kind. I think I used that for small DC motors, didn't I, before I swapped to do stepper motors, so that's probably part of the issue there. What I am really wondering about, though, is why are you guys that low on cases right now? Did I not see something for frequencies, maybe, potentially? You're making one case every 4 seconds. You guys using one case? I mean, well, what's like production time on these things? That can't be an issue. Let me see. We've got 0.92, no wait. Yeah, we got 0.92 days for these cleaner bots, which by the way have pretty low market appeal. I have to say. Jeez. I don't know what's up today. I'm really sorry, guys. I just finished the design. Good job, me. Okay, let's archive that then. Whoopsie. Wasn't really anything new, so not too bad, I suppose. But I'm really not sure how we're running low on cases at all. These should be, yeah, 0.27 days for these. Now you've got the metal cases, which take 0.27 days. And then we have the windowed cases, which the windowed cases, I'm pretty sure, are taking 0.27 days. So we should have 2 cases every like 0.54 days. Well, we need 2 cases every like 0.91 days. So like we've literally got like 80% overproduction-ish. Like quite a lot. This should not be the case at all. Like this would be the last product where I would assume that we could ever have any difficulty supplying it. I've got no clue what's going on. Why are we that low on these? Let me observe this for a second. So you need plastic. Okay. You've got no space even for these. Okay. Oh no. Oh no, please tell me you didn't do that. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah. So there's the issue then. These are not supposed to be in here anymore. Not at all. Let me get rid of that. I think I never fixed that from the initial design, I guess. Wow. Okay. I mean, that explains everything right there. See, like metal as well. You shouldn't be taking the metal from there. You should be taking the metal from there. Glass is correct. And then we've got this, which goes back in there. Okay. That explains so many things right there. Wow. Wow. Okay. Crazy. Crazy stuff. Absolutely crazy stuff. Let me actually, by the way, you don't need metal. And you don't need to wait a second. You're picking the metal up from all the way over there as well sometimes, like if you feel the need to. Oh my god. I never fixed that. Oh, that's so crazy though. Okay, so your inputs and everything are fixed. You're taking the stuff from there, putting it in there. Wow, okay. I hope that's gonna do a lot for us, because like, what a huge bottleneck. I mean, like, just imagine she was walking all the way around there sometimes. And he was picking up from 2 different... Oh, wow. That's so big, though. That's actually such a big thing. That's like... Woo. Oh, God. Okay. Yeah, that should definitely not happen to us again. Hopefully. Let's try and avoid issues and mistakes like these. So let me pick all this stuff up, because we're not going to use it in here anymore. We also don't need the metal in here, so let's get rid of that connection. And that should be a lot better. Okay, so I'm going to fill her shelving rack up then. Can't really actually fill much up right here, to be honest. No, now I created another. This is also a thing, right, that I don't quite understand. Why do I up the bandwidth for these things? Just by placing more stuff in it. Because, like, me placing stuff in a shelf doesn't mean that I would always want that stuff consistently supplied to it, would it? That's something I'm not too clear about. See, like, I don't know why that happens, but this should fix a lot of stuff for us. Now I'm gonna plunk these things back in over here, and then I'm gonna have to delete all these logistics spots again, because I really don't know why these are popping up like that. I mean, the plastic we can maybe keep, because we can use that for building our own conveyors, which honestly we should do more of that in just a second, I think. But like the glass, I'm definitely not going to use. Simple cases I can just stash in somewhere in a second, I hope. Okay, let me... Logistics. No, wait, not like that. How do I... Ooh. Okay, so I didn't actually change anything about what I want to buy, which is good. Okay, so let's keep it that way. Let's try and find a space for the simple case if I manage to walk around the proper way. Like right here, and whenever she actually picks one up, like that. Good stuff. And he's going to have to wait for a second, but at least my inventory is going to be somewhat more empty. And that's hopefully going to fix that issue for us. So while we're kind of observing that stuff, I'm just going to build some conveyors in fast forward mode, and I'm going to kind of check out what happens here now if we start getting any other bottlenecks maybe. I think the next bottleneck, once more, will be the logic circuits. Oh! There's the cleaner bot market. So that's going to be something for us to tackle here in a second. Actually, maybe just now, honestly. Maybe just now. 2.7 market appeal is pretty bad. I would like to get us up to at least sales of 10 a week again, so let's go there. And, well, maybe I can just keep... I mean, this is going to pause the game, isn't it? Okay, so let's tackle a new design. Maybe also, like, kind of change the appearance finally. So I'm going to duplicate this one, and then I'm going to edit. And let's find out what people want now. We want storage space and we want battery life. Oh boy. It's a lot of stuff to do. It's a lot of stuff to take care of. This is actually not going to be enough space anymore to even accommodate all the modules that we're going to need, is it? Wow. Okay. So, let's get ourselves a new case. I think we're going to need a Metalbot chassis at the very least. It's going to give us 4 more spaces. I'm really, really, really unsure that is going to be sufficient. But we can only try and cram everything in there, and I've already kind of goofed things up a bit. So let's try and move everything about the place for a start to get it into like the spots that things are supposed to be in. I need to optimize these things for space, I've got to say. Like the logic circuits, I'm really not happy with the kind of space arrangements that they draw me into, if that makes any sense. It's like I always have these empty cells, and I would like to get rid of those, but I am currently kind of unaware of how I want to actually optimize that. So this way I would get 3 spots, which is not enough. Because, like, if you guys look at small compartments here, these take 4 already. So that's a big issue. And then on top, they want, like, batteries and even, like, a single cell. Okay, I mean, I could get, like, a single cell battery in here, right? Which would get us, like, 3.2 market appeal again, which... I mean, that's really not too good. And I think storage space is going to kind of be a bit preferred, and it's going to get us 0.4 instantly. So we can instantly fulfill that. They would also want... 1.4 processing power, which is kind of crazy. We're at max noise pollution, by the way, so geez, guys, it's gonna be a hard one, I think. This is gonna be a hard one, a tough nut to crack, and yeah, this is definitely not what we want, because like it gets the noise pollution too far up for the taste of the customers. So what I want to find out is if there's any way I can optimize the cramming of these logic circuits here to give me enough space to fit in another small compartment. I'm honestly kind of unsure about that right now. I wouldn't really know what to do about that. Because like we definitely have the cells open. It's just like the form and the shape of these logic circuits kind of very much limits me right here. So I don't know what to do. I literally don't have a clue what I want to do about this. We could go for a new casing, right? But that would need a lot of time to research. I think plastic casing would potentially have another slot available for us. Can we see that right here? We can't. So yeah, I'm not even sure about that, to be honest. Let's just get the enhanced case and then like the plastic case into research next, because I think eventually that is maybe something that we want to turn towards, unless we can further optimize. We could further optimize it to a hardened bot chassis eventually, which I'm not sure that's actually going to increase the amount of spaces for us though. So not 100% sure about that, and it's still well out and locked behind 1.45k research. So yeah, not something we're going to achieve very soon. So we could maybe at least look into the plastic bot chassis space to see if we can't optimize it that way. But still, I would somewhat like to unlock the spaces that I need here, and this would not be an option because I would have to do this unless... Oh, it is an option. Okay, so it seems that I've juggled around the modules enough to the point where I can finally cram the small compartment in right here. And we're going to be ending up with 26 out of 28 spaces used, which is crazy. It's going to give us a market appeal of 3.6, which is at least somewhat of an improvement. We're still not perfect, but I don't think there's any way for us to get this stuff to perfect right now. Like, I mean, just look at it. There's no more space left for us. And I think we would need some serious upgrades in the ways of like memory banks and potentially processing power, most definitely stepper motors to be able to cram more stuff into this, or at least a case with more slots. And we have none of those. So I think this is going to be our new optimal design. I'm going to at least get a slightly better market appeal than previously. Probably going to stash like a small discount on top of it. And I'm kind of hopeful that way I can at least make it work. What you got to also take into account is that like the production for the cases is now going to be potentially even simpler than it was before. Because like I think these new cases need like sundries and metal rods or something like that. So it's kind of simple to produce, I'll have to say. And thinking of which, I'm not sure I actually want to go with a plastic chassis, just because I have to say overall I kind of prefer the metal chassis. So I think I'm going to redo research anyways, because I want to go up to medium stepper motors eventually, I feel. That could eventually be what we very much need to cram more stuff into our robots, just up the quality of our products we use. Like maybe like eventually memory bank, or potentially like a programmable circuit would be something great as well. That's not too much research data right here. So I think we're going to kind of orient more towards better inerts of these products to kind of try and keep up with the market phases a bit better, instead of just going for like bigger cases and bigger cases to try and cram more stuff in. So I think that's going to be the way to go. I'm going to stick with the naming scheme potentially. Maybe not quite. Something like that. I think more resembles the whole product line that I'm kind of hinting towards there. That's just, as I said in many episodes previously, for those of you dudes that are new around here, kind of resembling a bit my own little vacuum robot that I'm using here at home, which, by the way, is doing a great job and deserves this little unofficial shout out that I'm giving it here. So that's going to be a market appeal of 3.6. And what I would now like to do is actually go for a new design. I still like the vacuum cube, to be honest. Like this cleaning squid we already did in Freeplay. And the mop I'm really not too much of a fan of. So I think let's stick with the vacuum cube, but I'm going to give it another color. And I think powerful orange is going to be what we eventually, in the very end, will have for like a best cleaner bot that we ever make. Or it could be this lemon yellow too, but do we want to maybe start with the crystal blue? I mean, what's also already new, as you guys can see, right? This is like metal-y now, because obviously we're using a metal chassis, so that does change the appearance, which I think is awesome. Just wanted to throw that out there too. So in that way, it already looks more premium, but instead of this fresh, mint kind of super retro style, we could go either with the crystal blue, which would give us this pink kind of whatever it is, which I'm not too much of a fan of, I'll have to say. Maybe let's go for the lemon yellow. I think let's go for the lemon yellow, keep it for another 2 iterations of this device, and then once we switch to like the final iterations, we'll keep it in powerful orange. I think that's the way that I want to go with this. So there we go. That's our final design for the UFO 360C, our brand new cleaner robot, and hopefully one that is going to be rather successful for us on the open market. Overall, I don't think we'll have too much stuff to change. We'll have to change around this chassis production a little bit, which honestly is not going to be a very hard task. The only thing I'll need to see if I can actually just take the rods and the metal sundries from here and make the cases from that, and that way maybe even lower our production cost, which would be absolutely crazy, but very cool. And what we will need as well is small compartments, so that's probably then in turn going to up the production costs again. But that's it for the overall plan, that's it for the design, that's it for kind of showing you guys where I want to go with this product. And well, that's it also for the time of this episode. So I do hope that you guys enjoyed yourselves around here. And if you did enjoy the video, please make sure to hit that like button down below. That does always very much help out the channel. And if you're new around here and like what you saw and would like to stay around for more of this kind of stuff, please make sure to hit that subscribe button down below and the bell icon right next to it to stay up to date on all the future upcoming videos of mine. And with that said, guys, as always, I would like to thank you all very much for watching. I hope you'll have a great day. And yeah, that's it. I'm going to hopefully see you in the next one. There we go. That's what I wanted to say. Alright, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. Hope to see you soon. Ciao.